A few may not agree, but Klaus, Elijah, and dare I say Rebekah, surpassed the main cast in the Vampire Diaries. I love Damien and Stefan, but as soon as Elijah appeared, he began stealing all the focus. I'm not sure if it was his physical appearance, his acting, or how the show set up his arrival, but it was great since the start, and the same goes for Klaus. The setup for him showing up was so anticipating and great that once he finally appeared, he also stole the show. Both Elijah and Klaus were so sophisticated, and this may be because they're way older than Damien and Stefan. However, Damien and Stefan were also sophisticated, but just not as much as Elijah and Klaus. Elijah was a great villain, but Klaus was the even better one. You could just tell right off the bat he was evil and soulless that you began to think nobody in the show had character armor. Once Rebekah appeared, I loved seeing her on screen. She went from being a mean girl who wanted the high school experience to a badass like her brothers. Once she came onto the show, I didn't care for Bonnie or Caroline anymore, and I loved Caroline. The only person I don't think they surpassed was Nina Dobrev, and that's only because she was able to play two characters fantastically. When she was Elena, you believed her, and when she was Catherine, you believed her. It was almost like it was two completely different actresses when in reality it was just Nina Dobrev's talent. When the rest of the Michelsons began appearing, I wasn't very fond of them as I was of Elijah, Klaus, and Rebekah, so that proves even more the strength of these three.
Young vampires. So arrogant. I'm an original. Show a little respect.
I won't say the show got boring when Klaus, Elijah, and Rebekah left the Vampire Diaries for their own show, but I missed them so much that I almost forgot Damien and Stefan were the leads and it wasn't Klaus, Elijah, or Rebekah. My interest in Caroline only returned because of the storyline they began between Klaus and her. It was interesting to see someone who was alive for so long find beauty and perfection in someone like Caroline. Not that she was a bad character, but it was just interesting Klaus liked her. I love how they made Klaus this great painter because that is a skill someone who has been alive for 1,000 years would pick up and perfect.
I think it's probably time you drove a Bentley. Come with me.
In the originals, they show Elijah has a Bentley, which just goes to show he has amazing taste. I preferred Elijah's Bentley over Stefan's car, and it also showed the difference in their age. The only annoying part about Rebekah was they made her fall for everybody. However, I did enjoy when she had a crush on Matt. When they had Stefan follow around Klaus and obeying him, I don't think they should have gone all in with that because I started to ask myself, is Klaus the lead of this show, or is it Stefan? Damien was still leading back in Mystic Falls with trying to track Stefan, but Joseph Morgan's performance would outperform Damien, and you would forget Klaus wasn't the lead. Now this video isn't a commentary on how the showrunners messed up because I think it works out for them in the long run. I just wanted to make a video on how the Vampire Diaries is a rare occasion where the main characters became secondary characters for a couple of seasons. They only stopped being outperformed once Klaus, Elijah, and Rebekah left Mystic Falls for New Orleans. I did say I missed them once they left because you felt that magic leave along with them, but Vampire Diaries was still strong enough to continue without them because at the end of the day Damien and Stefan weren't bad. It was just that they were getting outperformed, and so was the rest of the cast except Nina Dobrev.
He's your first love. I intend to be your last. However long it takes.